just as I said, a cautionary tale. If you're sick, regardless of what the sick is, take time to rest. Take time for it to go away. This is a case of do as I say, not as I do. Lesson learned on my part. Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Today is Monday, July 18th, 2022. Today I bring you two things. I bring you a leg day and I bring you a cautionary tale. Let's start with the cautionary tale. As you may or may not know, about 9 days ago, I was afflicted with the COVID monster. And it jumped on me pretty hard, so there was pretty much no way I was going to work out. I felt terrible. I just was tired more than anything. And I had some other like sore throat and cough and congestion kind of thing. So I took like 3 days off, basically. And basically what I did was nap, wake up, eat, nap. That was my thing. But I was just exhausted. So after about 3 days, I started feeling better. And so I thought, well, I'm well. So I jumped into a deadlift session. And this particular deadlift session was my inaugural deadlift session. I hadn't done deadlifts in almost a year, so I was going to re-implement said deadlifts. I've talked about this before. As a matter of fact, it's part of my new 5-day workout program, which I will link up here in the corner, by the way, if you're curious about it. So anyway, I wanted to get into this deadlift session and get that whole program going. And did a deadlift session and recorded that. That was my last video upload. Felt pretty good while I was doing it. I did feel a little more sweaty than normal. But I felt pretty good throughout the whole workout. And after I was done, but a couple hours later, man, my exhaustion jumped on me with both feet. And I was just wiped. And I was out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday and Saturday, I was back in the napping, waking up, eating, napping, waking up, eating routine. I did that Friday and Saturday. Yesterday, started feeling much better and much less exhausted. I had a little bit more energy. And today, this morning, I felt even better. So this morning, I think I'm at 98.27% back to normal, almost there. So today was a leg day. Now, the way I'm put together, if I've been off a few days, I'm getting ready to jump back in a new workout program, and in this case, my 5-day workout program. After a few days off, I always start with leg day. In my mind, leg day is the price of admission to the rest of the workouts. I've said that before. Leg days are the foundation and the core of my workouts, so I have to start with leg day, which I did today. So, at any rate, I think I'm back in the game with today's leg workout. So let me show you that, and then we'll talk about that while we're in there, and then catch back up in a few minutes, wrap it all up. Let's go do it. Alrighty, here we go. So I'm starting today with squats, and I'm going a little lighter than my normal working weight. When I left off, my working weight was 245 pounds, and I'm working in a progressive overload program of 3 sets of 7 reps. Now today, knowing full well I wasn't going to feel all that great, I lightened the load just so I could get back in the game, and felt okay. Felt heavy, but more than anything, I just felt winded. I think I could have worked in the 245 pound range, but probably good I didn't. And one thing I want to point out here regarding this COVID thing, you can take this for what it's worth. I've been vaccinated twice, and I've been boosted twice, and I still got afflicted with COVID. I can only hope that it turned out a lot less severe than it would have had I not gotten vaccinated and boosted. I'm not real sure, but I really thought I was impervious to the thing, so that was a lesson learned, to be a little more careful. I will say the second booster, though, was just a couple of days before I got sick, so I'm not even sure that second booster counted, but it was at least 2 vaccinations and a booster before this.
So I don't know what to make of that, but we need to be careful out there because it is still roaming around, it being COVID, so be careful. Okay, so this is my second set here. I think I got 8 reps at 225 on the first set, and I got 7 on this second set. And like I said, it felt pretty good. More winded of an effort, or more tiring of an effort than well, how can I word this? I think it didn't feel as heavy as it felt aerobically difficult, if that makes sense. But I did decide in my mind that I wanted to at least do one set at my current working weight of 245 pounds. So I did my third set, hoping I could get 7 reps. And I didn't. I got 5. I believe I could have squeezed out 7 here, but I did get a little dizzy. And the last thing I'd want to do is pass out while doing squats. That is one of my biggest fears ever. So that's 3 sets, 3 good sets of squats, finishing up with the last set on my current working weight of 245 pounds at 5 reps. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the re-entry into the squat session after a few days off at that little lighter weight, but got some work in. Still got some work in, so that's a solid. I'll give that a check. So, but I did want to do some more quad work, some more kind of squat-like work. So I jumped on this hack squat machine, and I do love this. I love this machine, and in particular, facing backwards like this, it works really well. I did 3 sets here. Now, normally when I do these hack squats and I use this particular weight, this is 3 45-pound plates on either side, I can do 10 or 12 reps without much problem. Today, that would have been a problem. But still, wanted to get a little heavier work in, so I did. And the second set here actually felt better than that first one, to be honest with you. And I was getting a full range of motion. I was bottoming these out. But again, I wasn't able to do quite the work I had done before, so I think on my next leg session, I'll be back to 100% form, feeling better. But that's one good thing about having I guess we'll call it a mature model, having worked out for years and years and years and experienced ups and downs and ins and outs. I have grown to trust myself that I will jump back in after a period of time off, regardless of why that period of time off happened, whether it's just a planned rest or sickness. I know now that I can trust myself to get back in the game and hopefully jump into it in a little bit wiser fashion, controlled. I think that's what happened today. I got back into this in a controlled fashion. And to be honest with you, I could still feel remnants in that I was feeling a little more clammy than normal. Again, the breathing was a little more difficult than normal. But I do know it's way better than it was 5 or 6 days ago, for sure. And then here, a while back, I recorded one session of a belt squat session on this particular apparatus, and I haven't done it since. And I don't know why, because I did find it fairly effective. I'm still finding my way around this machine. It's a little awkward for me, but I will say this belt squat has some benefits. I mean, there's obviously not as much spinal loading, and that's good. It's a different movement, which I think is good. But primarily, this thing has constant tension on the quads. It's very difficult to take the tension off on this, and it may be because I'm doing them wrong. I don't know, but this is very effective. I think it's a nice finishing exercise. I don't know that I would do these first in my leg day. I think if I was not going to do squats first, I'd probably opt for the hack squats. These, like I said, are a good finishing movement. I got a lot of high tension work here, we'll call it. It's kind of analogous, I guess, to leg extensions, really. When I say finishing movement, I don't know that I would ever do leg extensions, for example, first as my primary quad work for a leg workout, unless, you know, I had some sort of injury that precluded me from doing any kind of squats at all. But so at this point, that's like 9 good sets of squat / quad work, and I was feeling pretty jazzed about this. I did, like I said, I was feeling a little clammier than normal. You know, I had a feel that I wasn't quite there, but the further I got into this, the better I felt. So again, I was really happy with this, and more stoked about just having done it at all. And I finished up with 3 sets of hamstring work on this laying hamstring machine. Ordinarily, I would do at least 4 sets of hamstring work, but today I'm just going to jump into it a little bit more subdued. So 3 sets of hamstring work. And I did 2 sets of leg extensions after this, which I did not record, and some calf work. But again, I may have jumped into my workouts a little too earlier last week, and I'm ruining that decision, but I think I'm back on track now, feeling better. This is a good leg day to get my workout program back on track. And again, I want to say thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it.
All right, there you go. Today's leg day. Pretty happy with it, in the sense that I did it. Yay me. Tomorrow, it's going to be back in bicep day. So, at this point, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much for being here and hanging out with me. And as I've noted of late, if you're this far in, that's special, and I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And while you're here, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't, might as well go ahead and click the subscribe button and join our group here. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much. So that's it for today. I guess I'm going to get some lunch in me now, see what the rest of the day holds, and you know, get some things done on my to-do list. And with that, I will say, be careful out there. If you're not feeling well, take some time to rest. Be nice to one another. And until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.